Good evening, everyone. I just want to give us some line of actions. And as regards the KYC, some of you have already followed the process. Please take note. The line of action or timeline is this. Sorry for the delays and everything. The exchangers are to begin their own KYC. You click on the KYC button, fill all the details that pops up, and make sure the details are correct. Please make sure the details are correct. If you are online exchanger, fill your home address. If you are offline, fill your shop address, and that address is what end users would see when they click on their own KYC and click on the state. They will see all the exchangers in that state and decide to choose whichever one is closer to them. Please let us follow the arrangements. Make sure your address is intact. Anybody that is reported that maybe someone visits the address and find out that it's a fake address, you know you're the one that has decided to punish yourself, because whatever we do afterwards is your fault. So take it up seriously. The timeline is between now and Sunday evening. All exchangers should have filled their forms, but the form is still there, open for all. Even till after August is gonna be there. So, but the earlier you fill, the better. Then secondly, all as the state coordinators and additionally, one of the reasons why we are stationing all our members nationwide, at least a shop in every local government, 774, which we believe with time we will achieve it if we haven't already achieved it. The reason we are doing this is because of a lot of other things we are planning to do. For example, we are working on, by the grace of God, either buying an existing microfinance bank to add it to our family's project or achievements, so that every member has both the traditional bank and it's also linked to the blockchain. That's number one. Is either we buy or we register afresh. If we buy, it's gonna be faster. If we register afresh, it might take a little while. Number two is we are stationing everybody in all this local government in order to aid our logistics services, which is for deliveries, like the e-commerce thing. So, and we have the option of using bikes or most preferably drones, and we are looking into that. All this we pray we achieve before November. So that means that if we structure ourselves well, we might be the number one logistics in Nigeria within a short space of time. This is called strategic arrangement, strategic positioning. So by the time we position ourselves, we can have each exchanger location can even become pick up and drop off locations and the likes. So there are lots of businesses attached to this whole thing we are building that would make the exchanger benefit more and more and more and more and more. Then there are other things that are in the pipeline that we are working on to make sure that I say the exchanger must make a minimum of 6.5 million, 7 million within August 12 and November 12. So if you don't make that lot minimum, it's either you are lazy or you are lazy. So we have over 199 million human assets, living nodes that are working free in this country that owe you either 1,000 or 3,000. Go and get your money from there. There is also one more thing I want to share with us. It's one of the biggest power that we have, but we do not recognize yet. And that power is the power of collective mass agreement, collective mass involvement, collective mass transformation. Let me explain. The stage at which we are as over 1 million Nigerians, we actually do not know that the power we have can transform this nation in a short space of time. There are so many things that we can do, but the one I just want to point out is this. If you understand this project, Bitcoin is our currency, and directly, indirectly, we are not against any other currency, but we are against paper currency. We have to convert every paper currency into its digital form, that is, its cashless form. So not annihilating Naira, but making it more of cashless than cash. And to achieve that, we need to work together. And another way of achieving that is so wonderful and so unique, in fact, if done properly, we can even buy Nigeria. As funny as it may sound, do you know that with 1 million Nigerians, we can do a lot? The collective mass agreement makes it possible for us to buy the future we desire with the paper currency that is available now on a collective scale, and use it to buy that future, then live in the future that we are building, or we have finally built with Bitcoin. That is, for example, if a house costs 10 million, collective mass agreement, the whole family of Inc. Nation can decide, okay, we are buying this house. It's going to accommodate all of us. So we are bringing in 10 naira, 100 naira, and in cash. And that is brought together on its own. It is very small, but collectively becomes mighty. Then when you buy that structure, knowing it is going to favor the family, then when we are to live in that life or that thing that we have achieved, we will now be living in it with the abundant Bitcoin. So you buy the future you desire with the scarce paper money that is available, which is going out of extinction, and you live in that future with Bitcoin. Thank you. Now, the final message for the day is this, and I must keep resounding it. Nigeria is a special country. Nigeria is the remnant of the world. It's one of the reasons why we have over 500 languages and 250 tribes, if I'm not mistaken. So we have every part of the world directly and indirectly represented in Nigeria. So we need that to sink into our heads, that we are special. And one of the major things that is actually affecting Nigeria presently, which must end this year, is the supplanter or the Jacob's calling. In the Bible, Jacob was could be seen as the only scammer in the Bible. But that same person grew up to become Israel. And like I keep saying, if God permits me, we will change the name of this country. Not just changing, but we change it from Nigeria to Inks Nation. Because yes, this is the real Inks Nation. Combination of so many tribes in one, and we can still be together up to this moment, not by our power, but by the grace of God. Extensively, this country has all it takes to become not just the giant of Africa again, but the giant of the world. With the combination of what we've got, with a reserve of over $800 billion, if chance is given for integration into the Nigerian system, our blockchain into the Nigerian system, the system inherits that reserve automatically. Because originally, when you withdraw money from a balance. You have 10,000 naira, you cannot withdraw more than 10,000. But the banking system actually springs money out of thin air from nowhere. Money is printed, but with this system, you can relate all the money in the system to the reserve. And if the Nigerian government is willing to join in within 3 days, 4 days of integration, and the entire Nigeria population, the reserve would have increased to over 144 trillion minimum. And that alone strategically gives each country that joins itself on this blockchain the grace to be able to pay off her debts. Nigeria owes around $97 billion. When you remove $97 billion from a reserve of over 144 trillion, there will still be over excess. So, and the system can pay all civil servants, can pay everybody in the country, no matter what your pay is. So we need to make this founded fully in Nigeria. It's one of the reasons why we somehow must confess that we have been hoarding it. We don't want this glory to go out of Nigeria, because we know that there are countries out there that can easily grab their copy, that can easily understand this project and grab it from the Nigerian atmosphere. But so far we are good, and we've been moving. So let's hope for better days. August 12th is already a success. Let's get ready for the transformation that is about to hit our nation. Thank you.